For this week, I definitely need to lay back a bit and not do too crazy work. I was sick on the weekend, and it is good to just relax a bit in the world. And so we will do some stuff, some easygoing stuff, I would say. Okay, I want to have it stick out just a few blocks. I need at least 3 blocks for the airlock, and I like to go with odd numbers, so we should see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's a good number for just a small walkway here with a door on each end, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7? Is that big enough? Is that big enough for that stuff? Maybe, I don't know. We should maybe also add the oxygen production somewhere here. We could hang some oxygen containers or tanks around this structure and use conveyors to go from there to bring in ice or so into this area. Maybe that's a good idea to do that. I needed a place for that anyways, so we might want to do it here. I will make it 9 long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 3 for the airlock. This will be a bit wider. 1, 2, 3. Just go 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3 here, and on all sides. I had in my old world, or in the world, the old world, on one of the stations I had a gate room, and that had the shape basically of a tube. Maybe we can redo that here and say we do it like this, and now we could go up and down a bit, so we have space for some machines down here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we will do 1, 2, 3. I hope it doesn't get too big here. 1, 2. Let me see how big that will be. Oh, this could be massive. This could be very, maybe could be too massive for this whole thing here. I'm not sure. Let us see. 1, 2, 3. It needs to be a bit higher so that we can have machines below this deck, so that maybe the oxygen production could be down here, and we could just add a similar shape here. 1, 3, and then go just here with it. So oxygen production on this deck. We will put in another deck here, and we could also put another deck up here. Oh, I have an idea for that. We will do 2 high decks, but here we will go 1 high, basically, or not one high, but it will be 2 high because we will set up some more glass. I like to work with the glass, with the glass panes and all that stuff. That's neat looking stuff. And if we go and put some glass here, we can just, what I still need with the ladders, this whole thing got a lot easier, but what I still want to have is ways to go up and down in stations with, don't know, without building crazy piston contraptions that work as elevators or something like that. I basically want to have good staircases that are not too long. The ramps in the game, for my taste, are sometimes a bit too long, so the whole thing gets too unwieldy is not the right word. Is that the right placement? Yes, it is. We could need some more steel plates. I will use ladders for now, I think, to go up and down into the area up here and maybe into the area down below. I'm not sure if I want to use the space down here for something. I could, but I don't know. The thing is now that the sun rotates on this axis, so it will never kind of shine from on top of this. So in space there is no top or bottom normally. So here I have that because I have gravity. So I declare that this is the top of the station and this is the bottom of the station. That's how that's how the gravity is working on this station here. Where's my seed? Let us refill the energy. Oh yeah, I have to put in a medical station somewhere here. That's the next thing I definitely have to do. Okay. I want to make basically a glass roof on top of this room up here. This will be its own room. Again, another deck. And I will have a recreational area here, for example. Don't know, maybe a seat. Later, I still hope for tables or something like that. We could put in let me put in some glass in here. That might be a lot nicer than the... Yes, this is better. But where do I put the ladder? I think I will put the ladder somewhere here. And then... yeah, I will put the ladder that comes up and goes down somewhere on this side. Have another deck or another floor here. Oh, I know what I do. The bottom of the station will be the area where I have tanks. So this area down here will be having tanks to hold oxygen and, don't know, maybe hydrogen too. So let me figure that out. Hydrogen tanks are 3 and 3 by 3, and the I should have made it a bit longer for the oxygen tanks. Or should I just put in oxygen tanks here? No, I need a space to at least store a bit of hydrogen. I need hydrogen here too. Okay. So we will have a floor here. I really love the nanites. It makes the building process so much neater, because I just have to worry about bringing in, or not bringing in, but I just need to have the ideas. I just need to set the stuff up, and then the nanites come in and do the rest. Good thing. I will also put some windows in here. Maybe I should make the slopes before. Here and here. And then again down here I want to have some tanks for stuff that could look neat. I'm not sure yet, but it could look neat to have some tanks that are suspended under the whole structure. Maybe I can even make, could get rid of the walls at one point, and then we will see. Let us just finish this here. This is right. 3 and here 2, and some more slopes down here. So the this whole area holds the, give me some normal blocks. The tanks will stick out anyways, so maybe it's not too problematic for this will happen. Now I need some conveyors to come over here. Nah. Let me get rid of this, and now the glass I will keep for now. Conveyors from here. Do I need steel plates? Very good. I should have enough steel plates for this. I have the ice basically separated from the stuff, so ice should go through. The system kind of blocks everything else from going back and all that stuff, and it only puts through the ingots, and I think ice can come through this sorter. So ice should go into the system here, and I could also put in a sorter that basically grabs the ice. Maybe I can do that. Oh, I don't know if no sorter, no sorter. I don't know if the I could put in a sorter after the whole thing, because I'm not sure if a sorter also blocks the flow of oxygen and all that stuff. So I want to have some oxygen tanks here, and they are 2 blocks long, I think. Let me come on, let's get rid of the oxygen tanks. I need the oxygen generator, and the tanks are 2 blocks long. Yes. I think having oxygen is... I will put in 2 oxygen tanks here, and then I will put in a conveyor block here and 1 here. 8. And then we can put in more conveyor blocks. 1 here. I will just store as much oxygen as I can. I would say 8. 1 here. And then 1 here. And maybe 1 here. Storing oxygen is a good thing. Maybe I can even later make, make a ship again that moves oxygen from here to back to the other stations. Because again, this whole thing can bring in more oxygen than, although I have on the moon, I have a good amount of ice around the base, so don't know. I will move it, maybe move it from here to other stations later. The hydrogen I don't need too much, and so that because I don't have too many ships that use hydrogen. The number is 0 ships that use hydrogen, so maybe I don't need to store as much hydrogen as I need oxygen. On the other hand, let us see how much space I have for hydrogen. I could break this up and put in hydrogen tanks here. Let us just do that. Break this whole thing up here and put in some hydrogen tanks. I could 3 or 2. I could put in 2 here. That could look not too bad. Let us take a look. Have them here, and here in the middle I have space to maybe bring some oxygen to the airlock. The airlock always had a design that the airlock on the moon base is done in a way where it has an oxygen tank, an oxygen tank just on top of it that should take in a bit of oxygen, so that that the oxygen in the airlock is always not the same. That's the wrong word. It shouldn't fill up too much, so there's an oxygen tank that is disconnected from the rest of the oxygen production. So it normally should just close the doors, then pick up the oxygen that's in the airlock, and when you go back from the outside back into the airlock, it just should just put in that oxygen back into the airlock, and the tank shouldn't fill up. Basically, for some reason it does, so I will just disconnect, not disconnect. I will just have one connection to the airlock from the normal oxygen system. It makes basically no difference. So I will waste oxygen there anyway. So let me place more tanks. The cool thing is that I can just place them, and even if I can't get to the tanks by hand, the the nanites will be able to get to all the systems, even if they are hidden behind walls or something like that. I can just place the stuff here and the nanites will still build it. Good. On top, I can even do... I still have high hopes for the hydroponics. I don't know. I should take a look if the hydroponics now work as they are intended to work. Darth Biomech made these nice hydroponics that he wanted to make so that they produce oxygen while they are in an oxygen environment, or while they are under pressure, basically. And I don't know if they do that already. So I want to put another... Okay, we could take a look if... Okay, maybe we can add some... I can get rid of that now. We will add some small storage containers. And now the oxygen generators. So, oxygen generators have connections on the sides and on the top and the bottom. So what I want to do now is, can I get a sorter? A conveyor sorter. I will sort out 8. I will sort out the ice here. So I want to pick up all the ice that's in the system. And then bring it into cargo containers here. A wall of cargo containers. So I have enough of them. And then I want to have some oxygen generators. Do they have on the top and on the bottom? That's good. 2 here. And then I want some conveyors here and here. And maybe another sorter that comes from here. So, okay, what I want to do with this is I want to have a whitelist on this sorter that picks up all the ice and brings it into these cargo containers. Maybe I can make it even bigger later, so add more cargo containers here or so that grab all the ice, and all the ice will just be stored in here. The small cargo containers don't have a lot of storage capacity, so I don't know how much ice they can really store. But what I can do with this now is I can have a conveyor line. Okay, I want to have another let me move this thing up top. This sorter will basically block the ice from flowing back into the system. So this will have a white list with ice, and this will have a black list with ice. So this thing lets through only ice, and this thing lets everything through but ice. And now I can just go and put in more conveyors. Because these don't connect to cargo containers, I can just add them here and add one here. And then put one down here. Because then I can have some, can add some cargo containers here and here if I want, and maybe have some running through down here. So if I need more storage space for ice, I can put that in here. Let me block this outlet of the conveyor and then block this and these outlets so that no cargo containers that I eventually put in here can connect back into the rest of the system. Because this conveyor now can put through the oxygen and can just put it, because I don't know if the sorter blocks the oxygen, I can just have it the oxygen, hydrogen should be free to move into all of the system down there and all that stuff, and will not be blocked by anything. And it should be able to go into the tanks down here. So we now can see what is missing here. Small steel tubes, okay. We will produce that, and maybe motors? No, small steel tubes are missing. Good, I can produce that. And then this whole thing should run. Let me go there. Oh, and I will make space for the... Oh, okay, that's another thing I should do. Let me go and produce some... Oh, this one is done. Small steel tubes. Just, don't know, a few thousand. That's no problem. So it should run, and the nanites are already added. Good. How long am I running right now? I should maybe make a break here. You can see that this is all getting produced. Good thing. So one of the next things I can do is I can grab some ice. Let me set up the last thing I should do is maybe set up the sorters here. Oh, okay. Let me break that open. Oh, I don't need. Oh, okay. I don't need. Oh, I know. I need to block this connection. But I don't need to block this here. So this will have a blacklist and there will be ice on that. Ice. I could also take a look if oxygen... Oh, see, no, oxygen bottles are... It can block oxygen bottles. So it maybe it's not able to block oxygen, it seems. So that's a good thing. I will do that stuff here anyways, because otherwise the ice will just rotate in here like crazy, and I don't want to have that whitelist. And put ice on there. And then the next thing it should do is drain all. That means that this conveyor sorter will pick up all the ice that's in the system and put it in here. And this one doesn't need to drain all. It's just so that the other one can't pick up the ice from here. So yeah, preventive measures that I shouldn't have needed. Okay, people, I think we will go and see us on Friday. This episode could already be a bit long. Okay, people, see us on Friday.